Kim here at Heal It with Kimness. And as I've said, yoga is for everybody. This short chair yoga practice is a great place to start if you have balance issues or other physical limitations, or if you're just looking to start out slowly. And you'll enjoy all the benefits of regular yoga. So grab a chair and put on something comfortable and let's get started. Let's begin in a seated mountain pose. Take a deep breath and sit up straight, extending your spine. And as you exhale, root down into the chair with your sit bones. Your legs should be at 90-degree angles, knees directly over the ankles. Take another deep breath as you roll your shoulders down and back. Pull your belly button in toward your spine and relax your arms down at your sides, palms up. And just take a few breaths here. Now let's move into a seated cat-cow. This is a wonderful stretch for your spine. Sitting upright in your chair, you're going to inhale as you arch your spine, roll your shoulders down your back, bringing your shoulder blades onto your back. This is cow position. As you exhale, round your spine, drop your chin toward your chest, allowing your shoulders and head to come forward and tucking your tailbone. This is cat position. Continue moving between cow and cat, cow on the inhale and cat on the exhale for a few breaths, moving at your own pace with your breath. Now we're going to do a seated arm raise pose. Begin in your seated mountain pose with good upper body posture. Shoulders are relaxed and upper body is sitting over your hips. Anchor your sit bones in your seat. And now reach your arms up toward the ceiling as you inhale. Exhale as you lower them back to your sides. We'll repeat this a few times, moving with your breath at your own pace. Next, we'll take a seated forward fold. Take a deep inhale, and on your next exhalation, fold forward over your thighs with a flat back. You can rest your hands on your thighs or your shins, or if you have the flexibility, you might even reach the floor. You might want to try using a block or a stool or something to rest your hands on. But find your edge, a good stretch for you, but not too much of a stretch. And just breathe into this. Nice deep inhales and relaxing into that fold on your exhales, feeling the stretch along the back. And then slowly coming out when you're ready. Come back to your mountain pose and we'll now prepare for a twist. Lengthen your spine as you inhale and twist to the right. You can rest your right arm on the back of the chair and your left arm comes to the outside of that right thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. I'll show you a view from the side here so you can see it more clearly. Now we're going to switch directions and twist to the left. Inhale as you lengthen your spine, exhale sinking into that twist. And just continue with your breath. And when you're ready, back to center to your mountain pose. Next, we're going to try some warrior poses. These are a bit advanced, so if they're too much of a challenge for you, feel free to skip them. But if you'd like to try, turn to the right side of your chair, keeping your right knee bent over the ankle. We're going to stretch that left leg out behind you, pressing the outside of the left foot into the floor. Square your hips toward the right knee and bring those arms up as you inhale, looking up toward the ceiling for a slight back bend. And breathe into this pose. This is Warrior One. Now bring the arms back down, twist the hips toward the front of the chair, arms out to the sides, looking out over that right hand. This is Warrior Two, and let's breathe here. Slowly begin to bring that left arm down the back leg, inhaling as the right arm comes up, looking toward the ceiling for a nice side stretch. And breathe. This is Reverse Warrior. Come back to your Warrior Two. Bring your legs to the center, and we'll prepare for this sequence on the left side. Turn to the left side of your chair now, bringing that right leg out behind you, pressing the outside of the foot to the floor. Left knee is bent over the ankle. Twist the hips toward that left knee. And now bring the arms up as you inhale, looking up to the ceiling for a nice back stretch. And breathe. Warrior One. And now we're going to bring the arms back down, twist the hips toward the front of the chair, stretching your arms out to the sides, looking over those left fingers. Make sure you don't lock that back knee. Warrior Two. Slowly bringing the right arm down the right leg and inhaling as the left arm comes up, looking up toward the ceiling. And breathe. Reverse Warrior. Now returning to Warrior Two, and then back to center into our mountain pose. Our next pose is a seated pigeon, which is a wonderful hip opener. Bring your right ankle to rest on your left thigh, keeping your knee in line with your ankle as much as you possibly can. We're going to hold this pose. So you can hold it sitting up right where you are, or you can try leaning forward if you need a bigger stretch. Or if you'd like an even more challenging stretch, reach your hands toward the floor. You can use a block or something to put your hands on if you need to. Just find which position works for you where you get a good stretch without hurting yourself. And remember to breathe. You can hold this for a few breaths and then slowly come back up when you're ready. Let's try that on the other side now. We're going to bring the left ankle to rest on the right thigh. And again, keeping the knee in line with your ankle as much as possible. You can do the same on this side as you did on the other. Remain sitting right where you are, or you can lean forward a bit for a bigger stretch, or trying to reach the floor or your block for a more challenging stretch. whatever feels right for you. And just breathe into this stretch. And slowly coming out of this pose whenever you're ready. We're going to move into the final pose of this practice called Savasana. Savasana is a resting pose designed to help you take a few moments to absorb the work you've been doing. In a chair yoga practice, we'll use the mountain pose as our Savasana pose. So we're going to come back to that mountain pose position. You can close your eyes if you'd like to, and come back to your breath. Just take a few deep breaths here and give yourself a few moments. You can stay here as long as you'd like, and when you're ready, bring your hands to prayer at heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. I hope you've enjoyed this practice. Thanks for joining me.